but the problem is I now need the toilet quite urgently, but the problem is there's nowhere to go to the toilet around here. I have to find somewhere. It is me again on a very wet night. It's just started raining not long after I left the house, basically. I've just come here to this spot. This is pretty much the exact spot where I was when I introduced the beginning of the Hebburn Ghost Girl at the health centre video. I was just slightly more this way. I'll just edge over here. I was like about here roughly, because I had this fence in the background. But what I'm going to show you is just how much things have changed here in just a few months since I shot that video. Because in front of me here was just the foundations of a house that they were building. They're building lots of new houses here where the Hebburn Resource Centre used to be. So I'll just show you, because now there's nearly a whole house here. It isn't finished yet, but it's amazing how quickly they've built these things, you know, how quickly they build them, the houses. So here we have the fence in front of me, and when I looked through here last time, like I say, it was just the foundations, just like the flooring was just there, you know, the base of the house. Now there's scaffolding on it, but it goes all the way up here. And some of the houses over there obviously are finished now, there's people actually in them. But these ones will be a few more months or so, I should think, before these ones are finished. The resource centre used to be pretty much right here where this is, roughly. So you know, there was supposed to be a ghost of a little girl who used to be in the resource centre, and my friend said he's seen her in a house next to here, so that was interesting. But maybe she's got somewhere to come back to now, if she ever does come back to here. If she did leave this point, I guess she did, because she was seen in a house near here, so she must move around a bit, you know, unless she's permanently in the houses now. But I'm pretty sure there's nobody here inside this house. Pretty sure I am. Right, well, I'm going to continue on down here, and I shall probably catch up to you in a bit. And the rain seems to be getting a bit heavier, so I hope my camera's going to be alright. That's all I'm hoping, because I've just got this camera recently, and I don't want to ruin it already. You know what I mean? So let's get going. Okay, so I'm just going through another one of these little cuts here in Hebburn. I like these little cuts. I'm not using the night vision at the minute. I'm just basically seeing what this lighting looks like. It probably looks not so great, but I thought I'd try it. The light's behind us now, so that's not great, so I'll have to try and walk backwards, I guess. Actually, not a good idea to walk backwards. I'm not Tom Green, so I'm not very good at it. I'm out of practice. I've got vertigo conditions, so I don't even like going on a train backwards or a bus, never mind walking backwards. So I could try to walk backwards, I guess, but it's probably not going to work too well. I've got a bad foot as well and I hardly walk. Now you probably can't see the sign behind me, but I'm at a place called Neville's Cross Road, and I can safely say I don't know this street. I don't know many of the streets around here, and I'm absolutely hopeless at remembering street names, to be honest with you. I don't even know many of the streets around where I live, and this isn't right next to where I live. It's not far off, but it's not just around the corner, if you know what I mean. So, but there's a sign on this house here saying Neville's Cross Road, but I don't think this night vision's going to pick it up, so I thought I'd better tell you what the name of the street is, just in case you can't see it, and you probably can't. But I think the rain might be dying off a bit, I'm not sure. So I'm going to head off in this direction towards Jarrow Park, I think. So this is the road, Neville's Cross Road, and as you can see it's rather wet, as I keep pointing out. And I've just come down this street here, and I'm about to go down here, and there's some newer houses over there. I don't know how old these houses are, but they must have been here a while. It's just a case of I didn't really know about them. And I'll go down that street over there, just past the corner of that house. I think that leads down towards Jarrow Park, as far as I can remember. Okay, so I've just arrived at this back alley here, which is very well lit, as it so happens. I wasn't expecting this. So I don't need to use the night vision for this bit, because this camera somehow sees very good in low lighting when you're not using the night vision sometimes. If there's like some ambient lighting or street lights, or if you're shooting indoors with the room lighting in your house or wherever. So getting a nice reflection there from the street lights on the shiny road in this alley there, or should I say here. Okay, I've got something of a rather serious dilemma here. I'm not feeling too great today, right? And I've just come out for this walk and to make this video. But the problem is, I now need the toilet quite urgently, but the problem is, there's nowhere to go to the toilet around here. I have to find somewhere. This isn't an area I'm used to, and there's nowhere to go. Obviously public toilets are not open at this time of night. It's I think it's after 11 o'clock, I don't know, because I haven't got a watch on. I've only got my phone to tell the time by, and that's it basically. But like I say, there's nowhere to go to if you need the toilet really. Although hang on, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere, because you know, when you've got to go, you've got to go. And in Hebburn, that's a very difficult scenario sometimes, because there isn't anywhere to go if you need the toilet, especially not this time of night, and you're like quite far from home. You know what I mean? A bit like Spider-Man, far from home. But I quite like back alleys, I must admit. I don't know what it is, but my dad used to be used to work for the council, driving the you know, the bin trucks, collecting the bins. He worked there on that for years, and when I used to go to school at Springfield Comprehensive, I was in the Croft Terrace School of Springfield, and sometimes I used to run into my dad on the break time when I went for lunch. Walking down the street, I used to see the bin truck in the alley, and I used to go down. He used to be waving at us, honking his horn and stuff, and then he sometimes used to give us a ride in the truck. And I used to sit in the cab with him and stuff for a bit, and he drove around collecting some more bins and stuff. And then he used to take us back to the depot, which is not there anymore. It was in Jarrow, not far from the bus station. I remember there was like prefabs. There was like double decker prefabs. You go upstairs in the prefabs and stuff, and that's where they used to hang out for that. I don't know. Sometimes they got their lunch in there and stuff. I think sometimes my dad had his lunch inside of the truck in the cab, and what have you. Actually, there's a little. I don't know if you can see this, but over here there is a something on the. I can't read it. It's very small print. I haven't got me other glasses, so I can't read it, and I would need a torch. Actually, I forgot my torch as well, damn it, because I've got a different coat on, and I usually have my torch in my right pocket. I forgot about that. I just realised that at this very moment I haven't got my torch with us, damn it. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find somewhere, you know, to you know, go to the toilet type thing. So I'm gonna keep on walking down here, so I'll get back to you in a bit. Hopefully by then I won't be in emergency stations. So let's see how it goes. Okay, I've just arrived at this other spot here, and I can safely say I don't know where the hell I am, because I've never ever been in this street before. But I found this rather nice car here, some sort of like sports car. Obviously it only seats 2 people by the looks of it. And James Bond wouldn't look out of place in a car like this, I think. But the funny thing is, it's parked right next to some like bungalows. I think they're old people's homes by the looks of it. But like I say, I've never been down this street before, so I don't know what this street is. I think there might be a sign up there actually. I'm gonna have a look. It says residents. What is it? It says residents parking only here, as you should be able to see, as well as raindrops all over me lens. They're still chucking it down, unfortunately. But there is a street name up here. It actually says Jubilee Court. Obviously named after royalty, I should imagine. Something to do with the Silver Jubilee or Golden Jubilee or something like that. To do with the Queen and what have you. Right, I hope you can see us here. I'm actually under a very rather bright street light, so hopefully you can see us okay. I'm not sure if you can or not. I'm not on the night vision at the minute. But I just noticed I'm right next to a house that has a certain number on it, and according to Corey Daniel, who is probably better known as the Phoenix Enigma, and you can catch him on D Live if you want to check him out. He does a live streaming thing on there. He said one of the most cultic numbers of all numbers is this one, and I'll show you that now. And you can see there, but on the wall there is two number 23s. But the number 23 is apparently a very occultic number, and there's actually a movie starring Jim Carrey, who the film is actually called The Number 23, and I do own that film on Blu-ray. Very good film. Right, so I'm gonna just explore further down this street here, and I'm still not sure where I am. I mean, I know roughly where I am, but I haven't actually been down here before, not on these streets. And I'm right next to this tree here. From a distance there, I couldn't tell what it was, but they're like weeping willows or something. I don't know if you can see them. They're like, you know, the hanging willow type trees. I don't know if that's the correct name or whether they've got a different name, but you don't see many trees like that around here. So I was quite surprised to see these ones here, you know. Just looking up at the tree here. And this rain doesn't look like it's going to quit tonight. I think it's in for the night, to be honest with you. Oh my god, I've got like raindrops all over me lens as I thought I would. So I'm probably going to have to wipe the lens. And this looks like it used to be a way in, but now it's fenced off. Here, can you see the fence? This looks like it used to be a path all the way through here. I think, I'm not sure. Like, look, this path here on the ground. Oh, the path is on the ground. That's where you usually find them. See, the path starts over here, and then continues through this fence here. So for some reason they've put a fence here to stop you going through. So that's unfortunate. Oh well. And I don't know what this street is up here. Of course, if there's anyone watching this video from Hebburn, you've probably recognised some of these streets, but they might be harder to identify in the dark. Although I did show you that street name, so I'm just down the road from there. The Jubilee Court, I think it was. Right, so I'm now under the weeping willow here, one of the weeping willows or wherever it is. I feel like I'm in Mississippi or something. It's them type of trees where they have the hanging trees and all that. You know, in is it Mississippi? You know, where they have them big mansion houses, the big white mansion house where they used to have the slaves and all that. Like in Fletch Lives with Chevy Chase and Hal Holbrook. You know that film? It's one of my favourite films of all time, Fletch Lives. If you haven't seen it, I strongly recommend you check it out, because a very good movie. A sequel to Fletch, of course. Fletch was made in 1985, also starred Chevy Chase as Irwin Fletcher, the investigative reporter stroke journalist, and big time fan of the Lakers basketball team. And that guy, that famous basketball player, was in it for a few seconds. What's his name? Abdul something Jabbar. I can't remember his name. Something Jabbar, Abdul Jabbar or something. Someone out there will know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of it right now. I haven't even had anything to eat yet. Since me dinner, that is. And it's after 11 o'clock at night. So if I pass out, it's too late to call an ambulance. Because, you know, this is a recording, so it won't be any good. But I appreciate the thoughts if you're thinking about it. So, now I'm a bit lost, to say the least. I'm going to head off down this street here. And I wish this rain would stop. But like I say, it's a good job I'm using a water-resistant camera with night vision. Because my other cameras, the ones that have image stabilization and stuff, they haven't got night vision and they're not water-resistant. So this one's the best one for the job. But I've got two other cameras with night vision like this. One of the other ones is also water resistant, but not the other one. The smallest one isn't. I've just seen something through that window up there. I don't know if I've got a projection screen or it's a huge TV. Oh, it's a blinds are up. I can't tell. I just tell the colours and the flashing of the light images. So anyway, I'm gonna check out down here and see what's down here. Now I've just found this rather nice looking red car here. I'm not the biggest car fan in the world. I know cars are very useful and everything, but I quite like red cars. Although on the screen it looks more orangey red. But as I'm looking at it outside of the camera, it looks a lot more like bright red than sort of an orangey red. I'm in this other alley here. But yet again, this is behind the bungalows I was showing you just before there. There's not as many cars in the street. There's another bright red car down here though. I don't know the names of all the makes of the cars, like, but this one looks a decent one. That's for sure. It's even got a red hubcap on the back here. I don't know if you can see that. But the front one isn't red. I'm going to have a look around the other side to see if it matches on the other side or not. Actually, it's a bit dark around here. I can't really see. I haven't got my torch. Actually, the back one is not red. So the back wheel on the other side of the car was just like the front wheel on the front of the car. Obviously, that's where you usually find the front wheels, on the front of the car. Usually. I'm heading up to this road here. It looks like a main road. It's got them lit up little bollard things in the middle of the road. I'm not sure which road it is yet. Once I get to it I might recognise it. Actually I haven't got a clue where I am. Oh, hang on. I think I know where I am. Yeah, I do know where I am. This is the road that leads down to Paul's Fish Grill, apparently. I recognise it now. So, yeah, I've ended up here. And there's somebody shouting, so I better get moving, because I don't want to be involved in some late night shenanigans. If I can help it, you know. So, I don't know where the shouting's coming from yet. Actually, there's this building, big building across the road. I don't know if it's a care home. I'm not sure, but it's I'm not really familiar with it. It's got a bus stop in front of it, a bus shelter. As a lot of these roads have a lot of bus shelters on, obviously, but I don't know what that building is. The rain's not as heavy at the minute, actually, so I'm gonna have to head back down here and back down here, I think, because I've now, like I say, I've now explored this area behind here before. I'm going to head down this alley over here, I think. And there's another couple of red cars here, but oh, it's the same one, I think. I'm getting mixed up. This car here is the same red car I just showed you a couple of minutes ago, and there's another red car over here. If I just turn the night vision off, you better see. It is indeed a red car, and there's a blue one in front of it. And I believe I might be at Paul's Fish Grill. That's it there, the back of it anyway, I believe. So probably gonna head up this street here. Actually, you know, it's a lot darker actually as I'm looking outside the camera as it looks to where it looks on the camera. It's actually way lighter on the camera. You can see way more than I can see with the naked eye just looking outside the camera. So that's good. Actually, this bit's slightly darker. I'm going to put the night vision back on, I think. A lot of these streets, you know, around the Jarrow area here in Hebburn are very similar to where Open All Hours was set. You know, that TV show, comedy series starring Ronnie Barker and David Jason. In fact, if you go down next to Hebburn Road, which isn't too far from here, some of the shops down there are almost identical to the shop in Open All Hours, the way they look from the outside at least. I don't know about the inside. Right, well, to be honest, I'm going to have to be heading back because I'm going to be starved to death. I do have a banana in my backpack, so I might have to get my banana out soon, if you pardon the expression. I could, lucky no one can, lucky there's no one here. If they had heard us saying that right now, I could have got arrested, you know, because I'm pretty sure it's illegal in Hebburn and Jarrow, in fact, if you get your banana out at this time of night on the streets. But it is an actual banana, it's nothing else, you know. So don't get worried, don't phone the police just yet. Right then. Now where am I now? That's a damn good question. There's a street sign in front of us, Gladstone Street, apparently. You can see that up there, but it does say Gladstone Street. And just over there is the path that leads up behind Jarrow Park. And if you follow that up all the way, it leads to what used to be the slag heap, where I've made many a video over time, as some of you might know or might not. And there's a house here that's just been sold, apparently. I don't know if you can make the sign out, but yep, just been sold. Auction House Northeast. auctionhousenortheast.co.uk. So I wonder how much that went for. Okay, so I've now arrived back in another back alley here, and there's like trillions of bins, because I guess the bin man's coming tomorrow, or he's supposed to be. So mine's due tomorrow as well, so there must be the same bin man that comes here that goes to my house. But there's quite a lot of bins, and these houses are rather nice actually. They look even good from the back, you know. I quite like these back alleys, they've got a lot of character, you know. And there's a gate here which is actually open. I don't think it's got a gate on it, actually it's just a frame without a door on it. But that wall above it looks a bit, looks like it's going to collapse at some point, doesn't it? It's bending in the middle, it's drooping. Yeah, definitely. Every time I start recording it starts raining, I'm noticing tonight. It had stopped there before and now it's started again. And here's another gate without a door without a gate on it. Actually is this house empty? There's a mattress in there. There's a mattress here. I'm not sure if this house is empty or not. I don't think it is, there's a satellite dish up there. So probably not. So, well, I picked a great night to come out to do this, didn't I? Yeah, I'm a right Charlie and a half, I'm alright, aren't I? So, I'm probably gonna have to be heading back now, because it's getting quite late. I don't know what time it is exactly, but must be getting on for about 12 o'clock, I should imagine. But there's some garage doors here that look like they're quite new actually, like they haven't been there too long, just been fitted not long ago maybe, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty much back where I started now, where the weeping willows are, type of thing, and what have you. Right, I've just arrived back here, and this area here is rather nicely lit up. As you can probably see, there's a couple of white front doors here. Actually one might be actually I don't know if they're both front doors, one might be a back door, I'm not sure. And over here there's like a gate into the backyard, I believe. But it's just something I want to mention here. I'll probably not get any answers to this question, but does anyone know why so many front doors on houses and other types of buildings have got a sun symbol right at the top of the door? Does anyone have any idea why that is? If you do, can you let us know in the comments, and we'll really appreciate that. Okay, right, I'm back on night vision now because there's a lot of dark spots around here, you know, when you're not under the street lights type of thing. So I'm now back to that street I was gonna walk up originally, but for some reason I changed my mind. I went down that way instead. So now I'm gonna go up here. I was just wondering, does anyone watching this video ever use Facebook dating? Because or have you ever used it, or did you use it for a bit and then get rid of it? Because I've used it here and there for a little stint at a time, every now and again, send a few messages just to try and make some friends and stuff, and pretty much none of the women actually answer you. They don't reply, and it doesn't matter what you say to them. You ask them about their interests, ask them questions about movies, because some of them are into movies or whatever, some of them are into paranormal stuff. You ask them about that, nothing, absolutely nothing. I think I've had about 2 replies ever, and they didn't even talk. They just answered once and that was it. A couple of words, one word, like no. You know, like I don't know, you know, you just ask them various questions and you just get like a, if you do get a reply, it's like no. That's it, like one word. What's going on with that site? Is it the people on it that's the problem, or is there something wrong with the site itself? I know it's got lots of glitches. It's got a serious amount of glitches on it actually. It's like one of them swiping type sites, you know, where you're on the picture of the woman, of a girl or whatever, and then you swipe it. But the thing is, sometimes you're like on a one where you're still reading the profile and that, and it just starts to wobble, and you whoa, whoa, and you go whoa, and then it just like falls off and you lose it. It's gone for good. It's ridiculous. I'm sure it's like set up like that on purpose, you know. So you so it's like it makes it more difficult for you than it has to be, you know. It's just like ludicrous, like the way it's designed. And I've just realised I'm going the wrong way. So I think I will head up here. Oh no, we'll go across here. So can you please let us know your experiences with Facebook dating, if you've used it? Because I made a couple of videos in the past about Plenty of Fish, and that one's a nightmare as well, as you probably know if you've used it. Nobody talks on there either for the most part. I don't know, is it just that women aren't very friendly these days, or is there another reason why they don't speak to you? Or is it because I don't look like Richard Gere, Tom Cruise or Johnny Depp or Brad Pitt? That might be the reason. I don't know, but it's interesting to say the least why they don't speak, and it makes it very, very bland and boring like. So I don't use it too often, just now and again if I've got a spare moment or two, you know. That's about it. There's a hell of a lot of cars in this street, just like my street actually. Oh, another thing I want to mention right here. See what I'm looking at here? Diamond shapes. I know it's like a trellis, but does anyone know why symbols of diamonds are everywhere? They're in movies. You can't watch a movie without diamonds appearing in the film a few times at least. And they're on loads of fronts of houses, doors, fences, pavements, everywhere. They're on logos, company logos, road signs, you name it, they're everywhere. So, I'm not sure what this street is actually. So, if anyone knows the answer to why the symbol of diamonds are all over the place. Like I just said, if you do know why they are all over the place, once again, can you leave your little comment below and let us know if you know? I'd be very grateful if you could do that, because I've got my own ideas about that. You know, I've got my own theories and ideas and stuff, but yeah, I'm not going to say it on here. But I'd like to know yours if you have any. But more often than not, nobody answers me questions on here, so I'm not going to count me chickens type of thing, you know. I'm going to build me hopes up, you know. So yep. And back to the back alleys again. There's a lot of back alleys around here, and I didn't even know they were here, to be honest, because I haven't really ventured down here, like I say. But yeah, it's quite a nice area down here. If you like these type of streets and houses and classic old back alleys and stuff, you know. So I continue up here, and the rain's gone off a bit actually, surprisingly. But I mean, it's still a little bit of spitting on here and there, but we'll probably start chucking it down just before I get back home again, no doubt. So that's where I'm heading now. I'm gonna head back home, and well, speak of the devil, and it's his colour, by the way, I believe. There is another red car here, and I think it might be a Volvo, but I may be wrong, because I only know the old type of Volvos, because my uncle Austin used to drive one. I used to have a thing for Volvos back in the day. So, right, I'm gonna head up here. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna call it a night here. But I hope you've enjoyed some of this video. If you have, can you possibly give us a little like if you did enjoy any of it, even though it's just like 2mm of it or something. I'll be very grateful for that, because my channel's like top of the flops at times, you know, without even any dodgy presenters on it, if you know what I mean. You probably don't, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'd just like to thank you very much for watching this video. And I think it's starting to rain again, by the way. Typical. But anyway, I'm finishing off now, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll see you all next time. Okay, if you've got any questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to get back to us, and I'll speak to you soon. So bye for now, everyone. Ta-ra for now. Ta-ra now.